Hey sis, this is you, right?
What? It's definitely me, but when did you take this picture?
I knew it. I thought this plain and dowdy look was you. I moved to a new house when I got married 5 years ago, and I hadn't seen you since then, but I recognized you right away because you haven't changed at all.
I guess your insensitivity haven't changed either to secretly film someone. 5 years have passed and you're still very childish.
You're a terrible person to say that. No wonder I was able to steal Henry from you. I thought you learned from that and become a little more modest. Maybe you abandoned being a decent woman after Henry abandoned you?
Shut up. If you don't want anything from me, can we just be done with this?
Oh, wait. I have something to tell you. I wanted to say hello to my neighboring sister.
Huh?
Juliet, didn't you think it was strange? This picture was taken in Miami, near Miami Central Station. Guess what? I moved near Miami Central Station. Henry got transferred and I came along with him. And since you were at the station too, that means we're going to be neighbors, right? So I'm looking forward to seeing you more from now on.
Did that company have a branch in Miami area?
You don't react very well, do you, Julia? You should be a little more surprised. Oh, are you curious about it?
About what?
About Henry. He left you, the infertile woman, to become my husband. He's mine now. He still loves me so much that he's all over me every day.
Don't worry, after 5 years, I'm not interested in him, even a bit.
Oh, really?
What? Don't tell me you want me to care about him.
No, but...
Okay. Is that all you want? I'm very busy, so I'll see you later.
Oh, wait a minute. We now live in the same city, so tell me your address. I'll visit you with Henry. Juliet, listen up. I'm raising Henry's child now. The baby I was carrying at the time that led to my marriage to Henry is now 4 years old. He grew up to be a cute little boy just like me. By the way, it was a boy. He's healthy and full of energy, but he is just so naughty. Sometimes he's so energetic that I couldn't handle him. He's such a troublemaker.
Oh, it's you again. Can you stop texting me about boring things? I use this phone for work too, and I don't want it occupied with unimportant texts.
What? It's just a little bit. So you know my son is in kindergarten and...
What a pain in the butt.
Oh, hey.
I'm gonna block you. Bye.
Julia? Hey sis, it's Teresa.
Huh? Don't tell me you changed your phone number.
I did. We live in the same city, so I want to get in touch with you when something happens.
I have no intention of getting involved with you.
Oh no, I was so busy raising my kid that I had nothing to look forward to, and then you came along. How could I give up such a fun toy?
A fun toy?
You can entertain me like you used to. Anyway, tell me where you live now.
I don't live in Miami.
What? Come on, you're lying. You can't fool me. Are you afraid that I'm going to ruin your life like I did 5 years ago? You're so stupid to try to cover it up now that you've been photographed so clearly.
I'm sure I'm the one in the picture you took at Miami Central Station, but I just happened to be passing by. I don't live there.
That's a lie.
I'm not lying.
Just because you don't want to be my toy, you can't run away now that you've been discovered. Well, we're in the same city, and you do use Miami Central Station, right? I'll find you soon, so look forward to it.
Diana, long time no see. Is this a good time?
Hey Julia, it's been a while. I haven't heard from you much lately. Are you busy?
Yup. Fortunately, I'm in an environment where I can get help from people around me, but I'm still pretty busy.
But the fact that you contacted me in the midst of all that, I guess this is about Henry and Teresa.
Bingo. Recently, Teresa has been texting me frequently, so I decided to check in on her just in case. Diana, you're a relative of Henry, so I thought you might know something. From the sound of it, something is going on, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
What happened?
I'll start from the conclusion. Henry and Teresa got divorced 2 weeks ago.
What? Why?
The boy Teresa gave birth to is now 4 years old, and it turned out that he wasn't Henry's.
What? If he's 4 years old, he's the child Henry had when he divorced me 5 years ago, right?
I guess so. I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but he had a chance to find out that he was infertile to the point where he couldn't have children. He thought that shouldn't be true, so he had a DNA test done with his son, and the result came back that the child was not his.
What a surprise.
After further investigation, he found out that Teresa, she and her son's father had separated before she got married to Henry, but Henry found out that she was having an affair with another man. In the end, Henry and Teresa got divorced because of Teresa's infidelity.
Really?
By the way, it's a long story.
Oh, there's more?
I don't want to keep texting. You're busy too, right? I think it would be better if we finish up our chores and talk on the phone at night.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll call you after 9 p.m. How's that?
Okay, talk to you later. Diana, thank you for telling me. I had no idea what was happening. Glad you told me.
I'm glad the information was useful. By the way, Teresa, she never learns, does she?
Well, it's only a few more days for me. If I don't hear from her, I'll just leave it alone, and if she tries to get involved again, I'll just warn her and say bye-bye.
Hey, sis. Oh, wow. My son was so full of energy today. That's because my in-laws promised to take him to an amusement park. So he was so excited. We're going next month, but he's already imitating roller coasters. A 4-year-old is too short to ride a roller coaster, right? He might cry if he can't ride it, so what should we do? I'm having a hard time deciding how to calm him down. I'm happy that my baby is growing up, but I'm not so happy that he's too energetic, you know. But that's cute too.
I see.
Whoops. I'm sorry for bragging about my child to you who can't have children. Do you feel anything when I brag about it? I mean, you'll never understand the joy I feel. It's hard work, but I'm so happy.
I see. It's even harder when you have 4.
What? What do you mean 4?
We have quadruplets.
Huh? Quadruplets?
I'll tell you all about it, because it's annoying if you keep asking me questions. I remarried 3 years ago.
What? Oh, quadruplets are the kids of the guy you remarried to?
No, they're not. I gave birth to them.
What?
Quadruplets mean quadruple the workload, quadruple the money, quadruple of everything. And that makes it 4 times as much fun. Fortunately, my husband and I are able to make ends meet with our current income and the support of those around us. Raising children is hard work, isn't it?
You have babies despite being infertile? How did you do that?
It's just that I wasn't actually infertile.
Huh? Wait, but you and Henry got divorced because you couldn't have a baby after 3 years, and apparently you were infertile. Then I got pregnant with Henry's child.
Yeah, so at the time, with your baby in the belly and all, I got alimony and agreed to get divorced. But the fact was, I've never had a fertility test.
Oh, really?
After 3 years of marriage, I was still not pregnant, and I was thinking about getting a test. But we got divorced right at that point, so I never had a test.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So in the end, I heard that Henry was infertile.
What? You knew?
I only just found out the other day.
You went to the trouble of looking into it?
Because, you know, it's been 5 years, and you're suddenly annoying me just because you saw me at Miami Central Station, and that made me wonder if something was going on. So I contacted someone who seemed to know what was going on. She told me the whole story of how you and Henry found out that Henry was infertile and how things escalated into drama.
You're not telling me that you heard about my child, are you?
Of course I heard about it. The child, who turned out not to be Henry's, was taken in by your ex-boyfriend, the real father, just the other day. Your ex-boyfriend was surprised that you had a child because he was dumped of being poor. But he took the child in saying, I have a stable income now, and I'll take full responsibility for raising him.
You know too much details.
As for our parents, 5 years ago, our parents allowed you to marry Henry because of their unborn grandchild. But this time they were furious and cut ties with you.
You know about that too?
Hearsay from a stranger isn't good enough, so I called my parents myself to confirm the facts. They apologized for despising me for the sake of their grandchild, but that's nothing to worry about now. Anyway, so your child is now with his biological father and not living with you. Although you moved to Miami with your child right after our parents had cut ties with you, your ex-boyfriend, who is the biological father, got custody of the child, so now you're alone. That's when you happened to spot me at Miami Central Station and came up with the idea. In order to pay the compensation that was charged by Henry, you decided to get money from me, right?
You know that too?
It's the kind of thing you think of, since you've always been trying to get money from me. When you come up to me and say, "Hey sis," I know you're up to something. Even though I haven't seen you for 5 years, I haven't lost my instincts.
What? You know everything.
And were you also trying to let out your frustration by bragging about your child since you thought I was infertile? You even pretended that you lived with your child and lied about going to amusement park with your in-laws. How pathetic.
Shut up. I wanted to see the look of frustration on your face by bragging about how happy I was to be able to raise a child. I never thought my child would be taken away. On top of that, you remarried and had quadruplets. I'm all alone now, and Henry is even demanding compensation. Why am I the only one who has to go through this?
You brought all this on yourself.
That's not true. It's all your fault that things turned out this way.
What? How could that be possible?
If you had married Henry, this wouldn't have happened. If your husband was not the infertile Henry, my affair wouldn't have been exposed.
Well, you shouldn't have cheated on your boyfriend. And you shouldn't have stole my husband. Well, it's too late to talk about it now. You deserve what's coming to you.
Shut up! I'll never forgive you, Julia. You'll see I'll get my revenge. Hey! Why wasn't it you?
What?
I did some serious investigation and found out where you lived. When I went to check it out, I found a totally different old lady living there.
What are you doing? That's not going to work.
Because it was near Miami Central Station and I was sure that was your house.
I told you before, I don't live in Miami.
But
the only reason I was in Miami last time was because I was visiting my husband's parents. My mother-in-law told me to leave the quadruplets with her and take a little break. I took her offer and was out shopping by myself. I didn't expect you to be there filming me. My husband's parents don't live near Miami Central Station, and I changed my last name to my husband's, so there's no point in trying to find where I live using my maiden name. No matter how hard you look, you'll never find me.
Then where are you? Tell me your current address.
No way.
Why not?
You're too stupid to give your address to someone who's publicly stated that she wants revenge, especially when you have a family to protect now. I'm not some invincible woman who's been cut ties by her parents and had her kid taken away.
Don't say that. I'm your little sister.
So?
So help me. I told you I'm all alone.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity.
Huh?
I think it's a good opportunity for you, Teresa, who's only thought about living by leaning on people with money. I think it's a good opportunity for you to live on your own.
What's that? Where are you, Julia?
We're going to be in the sky from now.
Huh? In the sky?
Tomorrow we'll be over the sea.
Huh? You mean you're going to live abroad?
My husband works for a foreign company. Even though Miami is a big city, considering the risk of encountering you, I decided it's not safe to have my husband's parents' house there. So we're moving with his parents to the country where the company is headquartered.
No way!
Bye-bye now.
Wait. Hey, Julia, to tell you the truth, I broke the window of a woman with the same name as you. I thought you were living happily with your quadruplets, so I couldn't help but to throw a rock at you. The woman found out and is going to call the police, so I need you to come and take me home. And Julia, you have to answer me. You don't want me to become a criminal, do you? Come on, Julia!
My sister who threw a rock at an unrelated person's house. She was safely taken away in a police car and charged with compensation. She should have given up after that, but she was so persistent that she tried to identify my husband's company this time. She repeatedly attacked an unrelated foreign company. How she did it without knowing my husband's name is a mystery. What is even more mysterious is that she fell in love with an employee at one of those companies. But that man was married, I heard. His wife found out later, and Teresa was charged compensation. Hearing such a story from Diana, I could not hide my giggle. I decided to educate our quadruple as well, so that they would never become such bad people.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.